The 175,000 can come and go, but your bracelet you're going to have forever.
Several different World Series that go on.
Right.
There's a mixed game World Series.
Right.
There's a high stakes World Series. There's a PLO World
Yeah.
Series. There's a low limit. There's a mid stakes.
Right.
So and there's an online.
Right.
You know, it's like every little bit for everybody.
In the glow of the Las Vegas lights, a tale unfolds. A tale of tenacity, dreams, and the undying spirit of a game that's more than just a pastime. As the cards shuffle and chips clink, echoes of laughter and the clatter of nickel and dimes transport me back to the kitchen table of my youth. It was there, amidst family, friends, and the innocent stakes of childhood, that my poker journey began. Then, in 2003, a spark was ignited when an unknown accountant from Tennessee named Moneymaker claimed poker's most prestigious prize. And with it, the poker boom was born. The game I loved was now mainstream, its allure magnified by the captivating commentary of Lon and Norman, the voices of a generation's ambition. With every hand dealt, my dream grew to clinch a World Series of Poker bracelet. A dream not just for me, but for Pops. You see, Pops was there every step of the way, whether in person or online, he was there, tracking every play, every win, every loss. In 2017, Pops and I came tantalizingly close to both winning a bracelet in the tag team event. Although we came close, fate had other plans. Pops was called to a higher table just a few years ago, leaving me to walk the path alone. Yet, his memory fuels my resolve. For now, I play for something greater. It's a legacy, a quest for a symbol of triumph that eludes most, but beckons all who play the game. I am Software Brian, and this is my 2024 World Series of Poker journey. And listen, we even got some stuff in the fridge. Here, check it out. Look at that, look at that. We've got snacks, we got sodas, we got all kinds of stuff. We are ready to go. We're gonna take this thing down. We're gonna win a bracelet this summer. Tomorrow is the first chance, right? So why not just take care of it right away? And we'll get, you know, one out of the way. Maybe we'll have 5 or 6 by the end of the series. All right, we just bought in and we're headed over to our table, and let's see how this one goes. The first event of the World Series of Poker 2024, $500 freeze out, and let's hope to take down the bracelet early this year. All right, so we're on the second break of the 500 freeze out, and things are just cruising along, you know, like had some interesting spots that level. Raised to 2,000, bet the flop open-ended with 2 overs, bet 4,000. He raises all in for about 10. I call, he turns over, you know, 2 big cards with a flush draw, unfortunately. Really not what I wanted to see, but ended up hitting, pairing up on the turn, and he bricked the river, so that was kind of fortunate, but not a pot that would have killed me. All right, guys, hello. Hope you're having a great day. We are back in the lab. We're I don't know. We're back here and flew back in from the World Series this morning. And I'm talking, so I'm going to fold this. The 170 and having a good day so far. Flew back in. Wanted to meet up with my old pastor. Haven't seen him in forever. So had a nice breakfast, some good Mexican food, and now we're gonna play some poker. World Series going pretty well so far. 2 out of 4 in cashes, with one really good one, 5-figure cash, 12th place in the kickoff, and kind of got me in a spot of like, okay, I think we can play the main event this year. So what I did is I decided I'm not going to fire this weekend at this Millionaire Maker. I would rather fire at the main event, all things being equal. And so that's what we're going to do. That's the plan, at least so far, is to play the main event. I have it sketched out which day. I can't remember. There was one day that I thought this is the day to play. So, that's what we'll do. So very excited. Anytime getting to play the main event is truly special and feels like an honor for sure. Thanks for joining us. We have almost 20 people in here already across the different platforms. We're on, let's see, what are we on? We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We are on a couple different platforms here. I don't see YouTube for some reason. Oh, there it is. Yeah, YouTube too. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. So thanks for joining us. Again, just got back in town, and we're not done. We are not done. We have unfinished business. We have not won the World Series of Poker bracelet yet. Got close in the first one, and almost final tabled, but wasn't meant to be. We'll see. Hopefully I can get it done this year. That's the plan. If you are just joining us, you want to put something in the chat, go ahead. Here for questions, comments, kind comments, please. I don't think we've had to kick anybody out yet. Everybody that I've ever streamed has been nice, so let's not ruin that streak. Seriously, what you wouldn't think that this would be like a positive community, but what it is. So what are we doing here? Right here, we're just kind of getting some hands in, playing some poker, talking, and hey, why not? If we're gonna play the main event, why not get a freebie here and get them to give me the entry to the main event. So this is a main event satellite. Yep. If we win this thing, when we win this thing, we are going to we're going to have our seat. So stay tuned. Our qualifiers, if you've been on my stream before, you know that before the World Series, we held qualifiers. And those qualifiers are sharing in a 5%. They're sharing 5% of my entire World Series of Poker, all the events that I'm playing. So right off the bat, they were in the money. 5% of almost $11,000. So turns out those Jackbox games we were playing to qualify ended up being, some semi-serious money. And listen, 5% of $10 million main event win would be pretty special to write those checks. So Yeah, so that is the plan. That's what we hope to do. We hope to write them the big checks. I think that would be hilarious and a lot of fun. A lot of people have been asking me like, wait, when did you do this? And so if you're a follower of the stream, then you know when we did it, and you're probably in. But if you're just joining us, we played trivia games before the World Series, and if they came in first place, usually it was just me against somebody else, but sometimes people that had already won jumped in there and tried to prevent people from winning so that they wouldn't have to share more of the percentage with everybody else. But successfully kept a few people out. But we did let a few people in, and so far they're up. I don't know, $100 and some odd, maybe almost 200 at this point each. I don't know. We have to see. Well, 5% of, let's say, 11,000, basically. I think at this point, we're just counting. We're kind of miscounting how we did it too, by the way, but it's in their favor. So we're not always going to do that. And the rules, here was the rules. The rules are whatever I say the rules are at any given moment. And so far, everybody's abided by those. And so it's been a lot of fun. So, yeah. So Monday, I'm going to head back to the World Series and get ready for the Deep Stack events up next, and a very busy week at the World Series. So I'll be playing, I think, after Monday, every day pretty much has an event that I'm going to play. It seems like. So that is the way it is. We're never folding here. And yeah, let's just jam. This is a rebuy, right? It's a rebuy. Everybody should call here, and let's see what happens. No. I already won a pretty good sized pot today on this as we opened. Let's see. Whoa. Oh, yeah, that was a good jam. But we never know. The turn could have made us the nuts, so there's that. We are on a slight delay, so if you chat in and you don't hear my response right away, look for it in the window, and we'll go from there. But usually I'll respond via chat if you do, just so we can keep up. Another great flop for us. Thanks for joining us. We have almost 40 people in here now. Let's see. Yeah, 35. So thank you across the different platforms, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch, and whatever else. I don't know, 5 different platforms. 4 of 5 active. Let's see. Why am I 4 of 5 active? What's not streaming? 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting. I don't know what it's doing. I just folded. Sorry, guys. So we'll look at next week what that looks like. Upcoming weeks, talk about the main event, talk about what to do in Vegas, what to eat in Vegas, what it's like. One thing is there's 2 goals of the content that I'm making. A lot of times people are like, why do you make content? Well, number one is for myself. I just enjoy it, and I like to do it. And especially the vlogs, like, I hope you're liking those so far. So good. We want to get more out, but I'm going to take my time and put them out as they're good and as they're done and as there's a story to tell. We do have the Gladiator one definitely coming, and we'll see from there. We're going to make vlogs as there's a story, as there's something interesting, but most of all, as there's something that I want to keep. That's why I make content, and that's why you should make content too. Not because you're some like movie star going to become a friggin', YouTuber and make millions of dollars, right? Like, not many people doing that. But because you want to keep things, because you want to remember things, you want to, go back and as you get older, like relive things. I always say the vlog of the tag team with my dad, like, what amazing thing that I get to keep. Hey, it's Brian Ard. Good to see you, Brian. This is the one platform he's on. Oh my goodness, here. We're going to make a 75% pot bet. And see where we're at here. The bet sizing might be a little bit high here, but we got it through, and we didn't let him see his king on the turn. So why do I make content? The first reason, short answer is for myself. I enjoy making content, and I want to keep it for me. So that's one reason why I make content. So I don't know how I respond to people on Twitter. The second thing is that that I really appreciated when I first started playing, the people that would make content about the World Series, about their experience. And there's one big reason for that, is because I wasn't able to go. And I do realize that a lot of people just can't go. If they can go, they can't really go play like a bunch of events, and so it's kind of like wanting to share the experience with everybody. So that's a big part of it, and that's about it. Those are the two core reasons, right? The people out there that don't have the opportunity to go, that want to kind of live vicariously and be able to live vicariously through me, right? Like, because they're not going to be able to get out there for whatever reason. The one reason why I hesitate a little bit to make content is that whoa, Yahtzee, straight flush there, my friends. The one reason I hesitate is because I don't want to encourage somebody to come out who doesn't really have the this is interesting. I wonder where this is actually streaming to, because I changed my name. This is interesting. I should see here, but anyway, the one reason I hesitate is because I worry about people trying to come out when they really don't have
they shouldn't be there, So I do talk a lot about the fact that last year I didn't play. I mean, I played the tag team event. That was it. That was what I could really afford to do. I was even in Vegas. I was able to be there, but I just didn't have the resources to be able to make it happen. So that's why you'll hear me say I'm probably going to play the main, because if things change, then I'm not going to play. Like if financially I can't, then I just won't. So I'm not folding an ace here to a three big blind bet, we'll see where this hand goes. I'm also not going to let it get out of control here. He made a half size bet. I'm going to call that and then see what happens here on the turn. Don't bring my ace. All right. Probably was ahead anyway. Wow, nice crowd we've got here, guys. Thanks for joining us. About 50 people across the different platforms. Really appreciate you guys. If you want to play, so just so you know, Twitter, I don't know where that's going. I have everything aggregated into one interface here, so when you chat, whatever platform you're on, it comes up on here. All of the platforms except for Twitter, I can respond to you. But for some reason, Twitter, I can't respond. And I'm not even sure if it's really sending it to the right account. Before I left, I changed my username. So there's that. But normally I would give a free card here maybe, but can't. I'm gonna make a 50% 50% bet here. Likely good. King 8, no good. So, and good thing not giving that free card. 121 bigs, just cruising along. If you have any questions, just enter them in the chat. Just know that for Twitter or X or whatever we're calling it these days, I can't chat back to you. So, and we're on a little bit of a delay, so you may not hear your answer right away. So, but to Brian Ard, one of the legends of Twitter, what is up, buddy? Good to see you. And I hope you're doing well. I hope you maybe can make it out to Vegas. Be good, great to see you. We're going to have a Spaces meetup game on June 30th. Now, I want to let you know, if you're in Vegas, especially if it's your first time, if it's not your first time, then you're used to this. I can't promise to be anywhere other than the World Series of Poker on June 30th. So, I don't know. The only plans I make are to win the tournament I'm playing. So, that said, I think that's the weekend of the Colossus. So, I'm playing on Friday. So I plan to get through on Friday and then take the rest of the weekend off. So in that case, I'm going to go to the TDA Summit, see Matt Savage and all of those guys, see what they're doing with the rules, and just hang out. And then I'll be on time over there for the meetup game. It's going to be at the Sahara. I don't have the time in front of me, but check Twitter. Sherry Peaches, Sherry Plaskoda, she's organizing it all. So I guess they're going to have a pineapple game after the meetup game, if that's your kind of thing. I have no idea how to play pineapple. I do not know if I will play or not. I don't know if I'll even be there, but I hope to be there. And I hope to have a good stack on ready sitting in storage for day 2 of Colossus. So that is what we're going to do. It is nice to get home for a few days here, back in the lab. I was talking this morning, likely next year, that I'll be able to have like the whole studio with me. So we'll see about that. Somehow we got blues and all kinds of weird stuff back here. Didn't have a lot of time to throw myself back together, but we'll get there. Probably we'll stream again tomorrow, and then tomorrow is Sunday, and then Monday again I'm planning on heading back to Vegas, so probably no streaming on Monday. But next year I will likely have a better setup in Vegas for doing this kind of stuff, and we'll see what we end up doing. Sherry and I have been doing our daily World Series of Poker update space, and that has been going on every morning throughout the World Series of Poker. Going well, enjoying that. This would be a good hand to have a 7. $39.3. So we're going to fold. I am not in Nevada. I'm in California right now. So, yeah, we're having fun. World Series of Poker going well so far. I think I'm playing very well. There was a mistake that I made in the last, not the last tournament, but the tournament before, that was kind of bonehead. But other than that, pretty well. Almost 60 people joining us. Appreciate all of you guys. Good Saturday afternoon. We are back in the dungeon. And we're seeing if we can win a main event seat. That would be pretty amazing. We need a check here from this guy. That's good. We will call. Yahtzee. That's kind of how it's been going, you know? People just like jam a bunch of chips in, and we collect them. So yeah, like the kickoff, 3,500 players, ended up in 12th. And I was saying like the whole way, just not really one hard decision that I can think of. You know, just pretty smooth sailing. Not a lot of, I mean, just cruised. I mean, no two ways about it. Just absolutely cruised the whole way. And even the end, it's like, can I make an excuse to fold? And, I mean, button raises, I have ace 10. I'm sorry, the cutoff raises. I'm on the button with ace 10. Jam in. I'm almost in a situation where I'm calling off, because I think I have like 5 bigs or something like that. He min raises. Not likely to fold. So he calls, obviously, with ace jack. So it's easy to look at that and go, okay, I have ace 10, he has ace jack, maybe I should have folded. No. How many times does he have king 10? And you've got him dominated there. King queen, king jack, jack 10. There's so many hands that you actually dominate with ace 10 there. So I think it's the right call. Not the right result, not the good result. Obviously, we end up dominated and in big trouble. So, end up getting knocked out there. And you're at the end, and obviously every round, everybody's short. So I'm on the button. So that's the only thing that's kind of like, we're thinking a little bit about. We're on the button. We've got a whole nother round. Like, not even a joke. We're 12-handed, within that next round. I'm sorry, there's 12 of us left. The idea that within that next round, 2 people bust and we're at the final table is, somewhat reasonable. And there's big pay jumps there. What is up, Snoop Doug Punts? So, yeah, can't fold. And that's just the way it is. I'm there to win too. So like the ICM, couple $1,000s or whatever. Don't get me wrong. It means a lot to me. It just doesn't mean as much to me as a bracelet. So if I think I'm ahead, then, I'm certainly going to do what I can to get myself out of danger mode there and be able to try to win the tournament. So I'm not going to fault anybody that folds ace 10 off on the button to a raise when you're short. You're on the button. You're not going to face the blind for a while. And by the time you get there, you're probably going to be at the final table. So anyway, so there's that. But obviously painful, right? Like, go all that way, we still got to get Pops' bracelet. That's the plan. That's why we're there. So we will see what we can do. I don't know. Should I turn on some music? Let me know, guys. I have this thing where I can... Do do do. It's been so long I forgot where my music thing is. vMix, Wirecast, no. I probably should turn up the 2.2. I got to turn up the thing here. My sound effects aren't working here. Oh, I know what it is. I made a bet like this against a Euro at the World Series, and the second I did it, I was like, ah, shit. So I have a too high flush here. What do you guys think? I have a straight flush draw with a guy behind me. Don't you dare make it. I do not know what this thing just did. Hang on, guys. I think you're still there. Are you still there? Okay, you're still here. I just folded. Okay, give me 1 second here to get this back. Tournament. Oh, yeah, we do got. Where are we at here? Yes, we do have it. Okay, let me just plug this back in. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, there we go. Well, that unlocked some stuff, even though that wasn't the plan. So that is always good. I went to get this guy a link. I think I have a link here somewhere. For Club GG. You can play on Club GG. And if you use my link, then I think you get to be on my team or something for this thing that's coming up. I don't know how it works. But I will tell you, I think here's how it works. If you join, and I don't know that I have a full team yet. So if you do join, yes. So Ren, okay, so so yeah, you pay monthly, and then you can win different prizes. So there's some tournaments that award these L tokens, and I think those can be used to get Amazon stuff. And then this one, that I'm playing wins a seat to the World Series of Poker. So that's kind of the plan there. But if you join using my link, and I don't know how this whole thing works, but so no promises. But if I get into this tournament, then I think it awards, if I win, then I win 3 packages for the main event. So I'm not sure if you also get to play. I don't know quite how the thing works, to be honest with you. But I know that you get to, let me see here. The tournament is restricted to Vegas Crew event participants. So one person is going to win 3 packages. So I think the whole idea is, like, if you were to join under my link, then you automatically get put on my team. And then if I win a package, then as long as there's no more than 3 people, which there isn't right now, then you would win a package as well. So I would win 3 packages, 1 for myself and then 2 more. So I think that's how it works. So anyway, don't quote me. If you're wondering about it, you're going to spend your money or whatever, do so after doing your own research. And shit, if you buy in and we win a World Series seat, then we are going to party, and I will make sure that we meet up beforehand to make sure you're ready to go. So anyway, yeah, so that's coming up in the next few days. They've been holding those promotions for a while. So if you're going to do that, I'll put my link in the chat and, join from there. So. Let's see here. How do I get my link here? We won again, guys. There we go. Refer a friend. Here we go. I'm going to fold this. I'm trying to get my... Let's see here. I want to go under my... I'm trying to get my link here, guys, so I can put it in the chat. All right, let's see a flop here, guys. Final stage, Vegas Crew. You'd think players. You'd think they'd make this a lot easier to find. 8, 9, 10. No, can I do anything with this? Let's go ahead and fold. Got another person in this pot. That guy very easily. You can check his king there. Okay, I'm gonna. Let's see here. We're on break. I'm gonna find it while we're on break. If you haven't watched the vlogs, YouTube, Software Brian. And everybody's been really nice about me not getting them right out. My priority is to play. We can document later. But I have been capturing a lot of footage, so that's good. I want to spend some more time introducing you to some of the cast and characters around the World Series of Poker. So, got to spend some more time doing that. Have some things in the can already, so to speak. Some people to introduce you to. Got some new footage of the bracelet. I can't wait to see. I haven't even taken a look at it, speaking of which. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thanks, Ren. That was great. They, yeah, I wish it was legal here, too. So, yeah, it was a fun run. Just had a blast. You know, like the thing is, if you find yourself in that position where you're running deep in the big tournament, you know, find time to enjoy it. Like you're not going to forget how to play poker, so stop being nervous. Take it serious. Like, we want to win, guys. The whole point is to win. Okay, so I want to invite you guys. So let's see. Share your unique, well, where do I get my unique referral link? This is so funny. Is it too late? No, June 1st through 30th. So let me read to you how this happened. So I got to share my referral link with you guys. If you sign up, then you install and register. Your friends must use your link to install Club GG and register, okay? So friend becomes a member. When your friend purchases standard or platinum membership, I get chips, okay? This automatically qualifies, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so the standard membership, I get 500 chips, or platinum 2,500 chips. Okay, so once that happens, then I play, and the champion of the Vegas will be rewarded 3 times, which is, it's so weird, such a weird deal. Join the Vegas Crew event for your chance to win 1 of 3 times. It looks like I win 3. Well, whatever, however it works. Whether if you're on my team, you're gonna get something. Either you're gonna get a seat if I win, or you're gonna get part of my action, right? So you might get a couple percentages or whatever, something. So, but again, any of these things that I put on, if you become a pain in the ass, you're out. So that is what it is. I just switched it over. I hit my floor pedal here. Apparently I wanted you guys to see this. I don't know how to get my link though. How do I get my referral link? Doesn't say. So back over here, we are going to fold the Jack 6 off because we do not feel like playing Jack 6 off today. But thanks, Ren. That's really nice of you. I'm going to post that here as soon as I find it, that link. I have one here. I need to 4.5. Yeah, let's see a flop here. We got the sound effects back on. If you're just joining us, just back from the World Series of Poker, taking a few days off, playing a fairly, I really don't like this bet here. Got a guy behind me. He's kind of, this guy's kind of at a, you know, shitty spot here. 99 bigs, he's going to make a pot-sized bet here on the flop. I'm going to just call and see what happens here. I want to see what happens on the turn. I've kind of, the bad thing here now, though, is if this guy folds, now he jams. I mean, irregardless, I have to call. So, you know, the first call really kind of commits me unless this madman guy just jams in. So all's well that ends well. It is a rebuy, so I don't know if we're still in the rebuy. That's something that we should be keeping track of. I'm still getting the link for you guys if you guys want to join my Club GG team. So I'm going to put this one in the chat. I'm going to keep looking. That one should do it, actually. It just, they don't have a page that you go and see their thing and go from there. So the nice thing with the platinum membership is I think short term during the World Series it's giving me a place to play some different things, and who knows, I have won 3 main event seats over the years online, so I don't think it's impossible for me to win a seat. So certainly being able to play several of these is probably worth it for me. You know, am I likely to win a seat? Hell yeah, I am. Just kidding. But I probably can. Definitely a possibility here. Just over 80 people joining us. Thank you. Really appreciate you guys. Everybody's been super kind. I have the link in the chat. If you want to sign up for Club GG under my link, then you become part of my team members here. And looks like would give me a shot at the road to Vegas, where we would, as a team, be able to maybe win seats to the World Series of Poker. So we will see about that. But as with all things, like, I reserve the right to do what I want. So far, that's going well. I gave away 5%. My 5% club on the stream before the World Series of Poker, I gave away 5% of my action. So that means that any event, any World Series of Poker event that I play in 2024, so up up until whatever, July 15th or somewhere like that of 2024, anything that I'm going to play, they're in for a share of, and they already got hooked up. So we haven't paid out. We're going to settle up at the end, but they are in the money already for 5% of my almost $11,000 basically, let's call it $11,000 really by now between the two caches. So 5% of $11,000. So is it what we wanted? No. But listen, how crazy is that? They were not far away from a share of was it $400,000 or some crazy number? I don't even want to know. I think it was $180,000. So 5% of 180,000. That would have been a good reward for watching the stream. I don't think any of the other guys are doing that, are they? So let me know if you have any questions in the chat. If you're going out to Vegas, make sure to let me know. Make sure to stop by, say hi, find me. I like getting to know people. I like getting to see people. A lot of like super positive comments on the vlog. It's so bizarre because I got to be honest. When I first did the vlog a couple years ago, it's very I don't know what the right word is. Dissettling, vulnerable, all of these things. You know, you're going out there and you're gonna look like a jackass, you know? Or are you gonna win the whole thing, you know? And to make it worse, you know, you got Poker News out there documenting some of your hands at least. So they've caught me once or twice making less than optimal plays. That first one, the kickoff, they had a guy from CBS News there, and he actually was standing there when I went ahead and made a little bit of I got caught with my hand in the cookie jar, let's just say that. So hopefully they don't show that. Whatever, if they do, look, it's good for the image, right? So back here for a few days, and then back in Vegas on Monday, getting ready for Tuesday. This week we have a couple big events that I'm really looking forward to. 2 deep stack events, and then the Colossus. Now here's the thing with the Colossus. I think I've cashed it every time I've played it, but I've never made the deep run. So could this be the year that I make the deep run in the Colossus? That is the plan, my friends. That's what we want to do. We want to take it deep, 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 and, you know, and see how it goes. I don't know if I like raising into Madman here. We're going to bet a half pot here. We are... I'm going to bet 10.5 here. Oh, I would have let him see that river card. 83, no, 90 people joining us. Appreciate you guys. Hope you're having a great weekend. We are streaming on a Saturday afternoon. This has a 1 qualifier deal here. Tomorrow is a there's a PKO in this, and they are giving away 2 seats, 2 packages, plus they're guaranteeing essentially $3,000. Yeah, we'll fold there. We are all set. $127. I just love having this guy named Madman on my left. I don't really believe him, but I'll fold. Had this Euro 2 tournaments ago. 2 times that I, called him down with essentially bluff catchers. Both times I was right. The second time he hits the 20%er. We don't really want to get raised here. We want to see a turn. And we'll see one. We gave away a little too much that time. But I had a lot there, guys. And we have a guy that's ready to fire off. So there is that reality. It is rather warm here in California, if you're in California. If you're in Vegas, you know it's warm. It is like super cool here compared to Vegas. Vegas totally heating up this time of the year. Late Reg still open in this. They keep it open forever. So that is something else to remember as we're playing these people that are scuzzballs. Road to Vegas. One World Series package guaranteed. Ugh. Got up early this morning, 7:30, 7:45, the flight out. But we've got that thing like a military operation. My buddy Joe dropped us off at the airport. It's been so helpful. Such a nice guy. Just really helping us out. I'm gonna see a flop. Kind of can set myself up here. I kind of hate doing that in some ways. I'm gonna check. See what happens here. I don't show. But I can show my flush. You typing that, by the way, isn't going to make me think you had a queen. All right, so let's pull up this schedule a little bit. Oh, it's right here. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we're skipping today's event, the Millionaire Maker. On Tuesday, we're going to play the $600 deep stack. And then on Wednesday, we're going to play a different $600 deep stack. These are all World Series events. On Thursday, so Tuesday, Wednesday, we got events. Thursday, Salute to Warriors. Friday, Colossus. Saturday, Colossus. Sunday, Colossus. And then we'll have day 2 of Colossus on Monday. Day 3 on Tuesday. We'll skip the mini main event on Tuesday to play that. And then the main event is to follow. He's folding. Or not. I mean, sometimes you're just crushed, guys. It's okay. You can lay it down. So that's the plan. There's one other event I need to drop in here actually while we got it. Is the tag team. Planning to play that, even if I gotta skip something else. Tag team's obviously one of my favorite events. Close this window up. Tag team is on July 1st. I don't know if I'm playing with my brother or my daughter. Event number 75. If you haven't played the tag team event, it's a great event. Tag team event is a lot of fun. Almost all the pros like to play it. Amateurs like to play it. It's a lot of fun. So what do we got here? We got a 2 big blind raise here. This guy, I'm going to call the 4.2. Hope we can just see a flop here. Do. Yeah, I think if I play the main, it's going to be Saturday, July 6th, day 1D. That's the tentative plan. If you have any questions, just feel free to ask in the chat. Anything about the World Series, life, whatever. Why am I such a donkey? I don't know. Whatever your questions are. This is my 20th World Series of Poker, I think. So, want to close out this closing stretch here with a bang, man. I feel like I'm playing very well, and maybe this is the year. I mean, it might as well be. It might as well be us, my friends. I hope that if you're in town, you come and rail my final table. That is coming up. I called it here. $566 people left in this. So only 566 people stand between me and a almost free World Series of Poker main event seat. We're playing either way, but it would be a little extra sweet to win our seat. So, if we can stay awake through the whole tournament, that's kind of key. So, the other thing I need to do is figure out where I'm staying because we used to have a place in Vegas, but we don't anymore. So one thing that I have not been having trouble with this year, maybe reason why I'm playing better, is I have not been spending a lot of time on my phone while I'm playing. If you notice even here, right, I almost have, I'm probably freaking addicted to the thing. You know, you just get to where you like find yourself looking at it. I'm not having that problem. If you notice, picked it up very rarely. At the beginning, I did because I was trying to get back to Brian Ard here. Left a comment, but I'm not able to. So hopefully Brian's doing well. If you chat on X, I can't respond to you, so you'll hear my response after the short delay. We are on a little delay here. So there is that. Way to go, 3 pair. The summer has just started. A lot of people getting to Vegas this week. Fanboy just got in. Have not had a chance to see him yet. I'll see him, I'm sure, Monday afternoon or so. And then some of the, obviously the Vegas regulars are there. Joe, with Joe's Express. And I'm going to fold here. Bobby Schmidt, saw both of them. And yeah, so a bunch of people out there already just because they live there. So don't forget, speaking of, I think Christian is commentating on Hustler Casino tonight. And it's a big one. Let's get the Hustler Casino. Today is a big one. So today they have Neymar. I know that. That's one of them. Let's see who else that'll be on here. So today they have Chris Eubanks Jr., Dan Bilzerian, our guy Alan Keating. He was on with Sherry and I about, I don't know, a month or so ago. So if you haven't seen that, they're on Sherry's YouTube. Sherry Peaches, Sherry, I don't know. Anyway, Sherry, what is her YouTube? Well, I'm sure you can find her if you look for me, Software Brian. I'm tagged in a lot of tweets with her. I was going to put some music on. All right, so Chris Eubanks Jr., Dan Bilzerian, Alan Keating, Ninja, The Man, Neymar, Jimmy Butler, Ryan Garcia, John Vlogs, and Velasco. So that's today, 5 p.m. Pacific. Kicks off. I'll probably turn it on a little bit here. I know that Veronica is out there. She'll be doing her thing. And then Christian's in the booth. So should be a good show. So I don't know. I don't think it's any. I don't think that this is not like a crazy $1 million buy-in, but they are going to be playing 5,100, which I'm sure will play very big. Says commentary by Christian Soto. 5,100 they're going to be playing. Dan just got there, so that's always good. Sorry, my friends, missed the... I don't know why this thing isn't... Actually, let's see if I can get this sound working. Nope, no sound yet. I'm going to go out and come back in, guys. Let me just update the window here. By the way, the desktop pattern is all of Abby's. So let me update this tournament table. Oops. Hang on, guys, I'm coming. I got an actual hand, so I'm trying to keep up with that. Okay, we're gonna make a 50% bet here. See where we're at. So what is this? What did both of them call me with here? Pretty gross. I'm gonna check the turn. 8.2. don't like it. It's one or the other, right? It's either nothing or it's the nuts. Do I want to call 16.3 with ace 3 ace 3 suited? We still are in the rebuy, so that's something to keep in mind. But we can get chips easier than that. Just over 100 people joining us. I feel like this is my year. You know, a lot of friends over the years winning bracelets and, you know, doing their thing. And I feel like this could be the year. We'll see. But you know, things obviously have to go your way. But it starts with, you know, not making a lot of mistakes. And like this guy with, no, I'm just kidding. I've been there. Folded around to me in the small blind with about 35 to go in the kickoff out of 3,500. And I raised with, I don't know what, something I didn't want to get re-raised with. End up getting re-raised. And this is one of the things that, I guess, this really was a spot where I made an honest mistake. Is that the big blind, if he shoves in, I was going to be committed. So in that case, you end up pretty dumb to not just, if you're going to raise. So in other words, here's the thing. If the guy's going to go all in and you're going to call off, right? So you raise pre-flop and you're going to call off his shove and there's nobody else in the hand. You might as well just go all in, make him make the difficult decision, because you put him in a place where he thinks that he has some kind of fold equity, he may be more likely to shove. He's more likely to shove, right, than to call off. So, unless you're trying to induce the person into jamming in with, against your aces or whatever. So that is something that you can do as well. But we are just floating along 35,000. Just kind of keeping up with the blind raises here. 60 bigs. One thing I would say is to be patient, find your spots. Sometimes you're going to be at a table where you're going to be running over things, and then sometimes you're going to be getting ran over. So just do your best to adjust however the table's most conducive to making you chips. We're going to lay down the Jack 4 here. Next week, Deep Stack and Colossus. Those are the big ones as we roll toward the main event. July, what, let me put on here. Looks like July 6th. July 6th. So that will be the plan. Saturday to Saturday. Hopefully I'll be able to get my travel stuff all figured out over the next few days. It was a lot nicer having a house in Vegas, a lot better. We're going to call this 3 big, hopefully. Well, we actually raised it. What am I talking about? That's a good flop for my hand. He is dead. Dead. Yeah, so if you get deep in one of these events, have fun. I'm going to call this if he goes all in. Let's call it. What do you got? Ace, queen? No good. No good. Hit the road, Jack. So if you haven't seen the vlog, make sure you go to YouTube. Software Brian. That's with an I, Brian. And we're going to be having some fun. I may stay. I don't know what I want to do next week. I gotta find a place to stay. Kind of sick of. I need a change of scenery for this next trip. So that is That is something I'm going to have to do. I guess I should make sure that I don't miss hands here, though. Hour and 15 minutes. Hustler Casino Live. They're going to be having their. Let's see if I can show you guys. Well, let's play this hand first, actually. We're going to come over the top here. And we are going to. We are going to see where we are. Let's go ahead and call this and see what he's doing. That is Yahtzee, my friends. See, that's how you do it. This is a satellite to the main event. All right, guys, I'm going to bring this up here. So tonight, Hustler Casino Live, Legends of the Felt. Watch for that on YouTube. And pretty big game. Buddy Christian Soto in the booth with Chris Eubanks Jr., Dan Bilzerian playing, Alan Keating, that's who we're rooting for. Ninja Neymar, Jimmy Butler, Ryan Garcia, John Vlogs, and Velasco. So that is this afternoon, and we are looking forward to that. We'll play some of it on here, but yeah, we'll tune in a little. But yeah, Christian Soto is on there today as the commentator in the booth, and it should be really good. So. So yeah, and Veronica Brill is also going to be on there as well. So just I said that about my. I'm going to call here. I want to see what happens here. I didn't realize so many people in this hand. This is where you make a mistake and you give up. You give up equity, or you give up chips that you shouldn't. That's okay. Looking at one big. One guaranteed seat, and this is part of the club. So basically, every day you can play, and you pay a monthly, and then you can win tickets into this tournament, or you can, I think you can get some given to you. So I don't know. I end up winning so many or whatever. I don't end up having to go specially play tournaments to play this event at all. So, yeah. So 110 people joining us now, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We're sitting here with our black cherry, zero sugar ice, kicking it in the nice, cool, air-conditioned basement or dungeon or whatever you want to call this. Podcast studio. We could call it Podcast Studio A to make it sound like we have like a B and C. So this whole wall over here next to me opens up. It's pretty sweet, but it is too hot for that shit right now. So we like it to be dark, and we'll just chill. We're still over 100 blinds. They can't fade us. So yeah, this is on Club GG. You pay a monthly. It's like $30. And if you use my link, then I don't know what happens, to be honest with you. But there's some type of way that you could end up on my team or something. And then if I win the satellite here at the end of the month, then you could end up with a seat. I think I win 3 seats and then I can give those out or something. So then obviously if you are on my team, then you're at least going to get something, either the main event seat or part of my winnings in that. So, and I plan to win the main event, so that could be worth 10 million, guys. So I'm just saying. That could be worth a share of $10 million. I think the best thing to do, let's say I won 3 seats. I think the best thing to do would be to cut you guys in on percentages. And then, let some of my friends that are bracelet holders play for us on some of them. I don't know. I don't know how it works, to be honest with you. I mean, if it's that maybe the teammates get to play or something. Or maybe as you joining, you get to do it or something. I don't really understand it, to be honest. There's a link up here in the chat. If you sign up, we'll probably both figure it out together. So there it goes. I'm playing the main event most likely, irregardless of whether I win a seat or not. I don't know when my last main event was, but it's been a while. I'm not sure. You know what? I did play in 2017. So I was able to put it together enough to play. And that worked out good. I see it's a free roll with Club GG. Yes. Yep. Well, I don't know if it's really a free roll. It's their final stage. I mean, free in the sense that, yeah, I pay a monthly membership fee, and then I can play these. So there's not like extra things to it. So we're now on break. I'm going to go back, play the opening to the vlog, a few minutes of the vlog. We'll take a break here. I will see you guys on the other side. We got a 5-minute break here, and then we'll be back. We are 465 players left in this thing. So we're starting to whittle it down and get down to the nitty-gritty. So we will see over 100 big blinds, so that's good. And we'll see you after the break. The 175,000 can come and go, but your bracelet you're gonna have forever.
Several different World Series that come on. There's a
Right.
mixed game World Series.
Right.
There's a high stakes World Series. There's a PLO World
Yeah.
Series. There's a low limit. There's a mid stakes.
Right.
So there's an online. You know, it's to give every little bit for everybody.
In the glow of the Las Vegas lights, a tale unfolds. A tale of tenacity, dreams, and the undying spirit of a game that's more than just a pastime. As the cards shuffle and chips clink, echoes of laughter and the clatter of nickel and dimes transport me back to the kitchen table of my youth. It was there, amidst family, friends, and the innocent stakes of childhood, that my poker journey began. Then, in 2003, a spark was ignited when an unknown account from Tennessee named Moneymaker claimed poker's most prestigious prize. And with it, the poker boom was born. The game I loved was now mainstream, its allure magnified by the captivating commentary of Lon and Norman, the voices of a generation's ambition. With every hand dealt, my dream grew to clinch a World Series of Poker bracelet. A dream not just for me, but for Pops. You see, Pops was there every step of the way, whether in person or online, he was there, tracking every play, every win, every loss. In 2017, Pops and I came tantalizingly close to both winning a bracelet in the tag team event. Although we came close, fate had other plans. Pops was called to a higher table just a few years ago, leaving me to walk the path alone. Yet, his memory fuels my resolve. For now, I play for something greater. It's a legacy, a quest for a symbol of triumph that eludes most, but beckons all who play the game. I am Software Brian, and this is my 2024 World Series of Poker journey. And listen, we even got some stuff in the fridge. Here, check it out. Look at that, look at that. We've got snacks, we got sodas, we got all kinds of stuff. We are ready to go. We're gonna take this thing down. We're gonna win a bracelet this summer. Tomorrow is the first chance, right? So why not just take care of it right away? And we'll get, one out of the way. Maybe we'll have 5 or 6 by the end of the series. All right, we just bought in and we're headed over to our table, and let's see how this one goes. The first event of the World Series of Poker 2024.
There we are. Sorry about that. All right, so we are back. And we got nothing done, but we were trying to maybe book a eye exam for tomorrow. And I was starting to reminisce about the time. I don't know if you guys watch a lot of the old World Series of poker. And it feels weird to call it an old World Series of poker because it really wasn't that long ago. But back in the day, I don't know if you remember the year Matt Affleck, he ran deep, ends up getting his aces cracked. Anyway, I'm sitting behind his rail, and Matt comes walking over. He's like, I can barely see the cards, guys. I'm like, what's going on, you guys? They said, well, he left his glasses in the interview room, and when he went back to get them, they were gone. Yeah, probably one of the other players from the table, right? No, I don't know. Pretty weird, honestly. But I'm sitting there, I'm like, this guy's playing for millions of dollars, and you guys can't get him some freaking glasses? I told his friends, I go, dude, you guys, go find out where he went to get his eyeglass prescription. Call, I don't know if it was a Saturday or something, whatever it was. It's an emergency. I need to get his prescription, right? So get his prescription, take it over to like Lens Crafters or whatever, and have them make it up. Like if you're on the rail, you got to do better. Like I was not shocked to see the guy bust out, get his aces cracked. He kind of deserved it because his people just weren't doing it. They just weren't doing it. So that's all I'm going to say on that. So if you are watching this and you're wondering, like, if Brian makes the final table, should I go? Abso-freaking-lutely, you should be there. You should be there. But if you're going to be there, it's a responsibility. First off, no talking about the bracelet. The bracelet does not exist until it's on my arm. You know? Don't. My brother, he kind of almost blew it. I had to delete. He said, what time is something? He said, something. Do you think you'll make it to the dinner break or something? Don't ask me that. Don't ask me what time the dinner break is. I don't, we need to win. So, but rooting for cards, yeah. Being annoying to my fellow competitors, heck yeah. I mean, be respectful though, but it is an exciting thing. So be loud. I will cover most drinks. Ask the server what I got covered. All you got to do is tip. As long as you're 21. I'm just kidding. It's free. The drinks are, I think, free anyway. No. Two. 50 minutes and the late reg is going to be over in this. I'm going to try to go get my eyes checked tomorrow so I can get new glasses. You need another diamond on this flop. I'm going to check again. 8, 9, 10. No, I don't think I can make anything about this. You're going to be looking for new glasses, my friends. Watch out. I'm going to be able to see the cards. They had 1 year at the World Series. I was telling somebody the other day, they changed up the cards. So the way they printed the numbers were diagonal, kind of like thinking that when people try to peel, then they would be kind of straight that way. I'm not going to mess with this guy and his 5 big blinds to try to hit a flop there. Anyway, they printed the cards kind of sideways so that or diagonal, so that when you peeled, then you could see them. But the problem is, nobody told me that. So when I looked down, I was like, wait a second. I don't know what, my brain could not process what cards I had. It was the most freakiest thing ever. It sounds like a nightmare. Imagine you're bought into a pretty expensive poker tournament and you look down and you have no idea what the cards are, what they're saying. So that was kind of interesting. Should I get the transparent glasses, guys? If you're just joining us, we are back from Vegas. We are going to go back for the World Series of Poker final stretch on Monday and see how that goes. But for now, we're going to try to win a seat to the main event. And listen, we're going to play the freaking main event Irregardless, $10,000 buy-in, $10 million plus for first. Let's go. Actually, I don't know how much first is going to be this year. They've changed the payout structure. $67 bigs here. We're cruising along. We're buying some glasses so that we can see when we go back. We're going to win a seat here this afternoon. And we'll see how it goes, my friends. 113 people across the different channels. Thank you for joining us. Really appreciate you guys being here. And if there's any questions that you have, whether you're going to Vegas for the World Series or not, maybe you're going and, you're kind of like, what should I expect? I love helping people out. I'd love to meet up with you guys and help you guys out as much as I can. The most important advice I can give you is to have fun. There is, way too many people that are not having fun when they're playing at the World Series. So that is what it is. I'm glad that this guy shoved. I really didn't want to call. I guess I should have wanted to call. Hustler Casino Live, big show tonight in 45 minutes. Starts in 45 minutes. I'm sure they've already started recording, so that's good. I heard that that Bill Azarian was already there about an hour ago, so tonight, Chris Eubanks Jr., Dan Bilzerian, our guy, Alan Keating, Ninja, Neymar, Jimmy Butler, Ryan Garcia, John Vlogs, and Velasco. And Bobby Schmidt. I heard Bobby was out there in LA. So good luck to him. Now, I keep meaning to go and look where I'm going to stay next week. I'd really like to stay at the Horseshoe. Never stay. Well, actually, every time I go to stay there, it kind of creeps me out. I've been telling people. So I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I want to not have to drive. I want to be able to go downstairs and play. And that seems like the most optimal, but I haven't done it once. One of the reasons is that back in the day, they had a big fire. Actually, the most deaths by fire in that building outside of the World Trade Center. Before the World Trade Center fire, they were the most. So, way back in the day, though. And if you look, a lot of a lot of fire regulations changed as a result of that fire at what's now the Horseshoe. Used to be the MGM back in the day. So the fire started, I believe, I believe the where it started is where the steakhouse is now. That's what it seems like to me, looking at some of the stuff online from back in the day. So the booths and different materials in this cafe weren't made out of the right materials. There was a small electrical fire that happened from some type of refrigeration, like the compressor on the refrigerator had a problem. So it had a small fire that then caught something else on fire. And pretty soon, all of the booths in that restaurant were enormously on fire because they were made of the wrong materials. That then lit the entire casino on fire. I don't remember the speed. Let me see if I can see here. MGM Grand Fire. Let me see if I can see one speed. Okay, let me see. Okay, so this here, let's play this hand here really quick. So the fire spread to the lobby, fed by wallpaper, PVC piping, glue, and plastic mirrors, okay? I'm gonna check here. Let's just check. I probably have the right best hand. Nope, I don't. Anyway, okay, so the fire spread to the lobby, fed by wallpaper, blah, 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 racing west through the casino floor. So that would be right? So it's at a speed of 15 to 19 feet per second, or 10 to 13 miles per hour, until a massive That's kind of an interesting quick call. I'm going to check back. I don't really want to raise here. Okay, so 10 to 13 miles per hour. So just as I thought, it came out of that place where the steakhouse is now, and it spread west. So that would be all like toward the front door of Binion's, until a massive fireball blew out the main entrance facing the Las Vegas Strip. From the time the fire was noticed, it took 6 minutes for the entire casino floor to be fully engulfed. That is crazy. It spread across the areas of the casino in which no fire sprinklers were installed. 18 people died in the casino level of the hotel, but that was not the main problem. The fire itself was limited to the first floor, right? But the burning materials created toxic fumes and smoke, which ascended through the hotel tower via vertical shafts, elevators, and stairwells, and seismic joints. So the joints that kind of keep the building, like if there's an earthquake, allow it to kind of like move without breaking. But that created areas for the smoke to pour through. And that's what caused the majority of the deaths. Approximately 350 firefighters responded to the fire, some having to crawl through the dark and over mounds of stuff trying to extinguish the fire. It was later determined that the mounds were deceased guests and staff near an elevator bank. It's kind of brutal. Las Vegas Fire Department operated separately from the county fire department. That the latter served the Las Vegas Strip. So city firefighters were unfamiliar with the MGM's layout, including the fire escape routes. And then that really hindered the rescue effort. Proper evacuation of hotel guests was also hindered as there was no automatic means of returning elevators to the main floor during a fire, causing 10 deceased victims to be found in an elevator. Don't get in an elevator during a fire, people. Some hotel guests tied bed sheets together, and I talked about this, the MGM cowboy descended the outside of the hotel with that technique. Fire ladders were only able to reach the 9th floor. And then one man escaped the hotel tower by lowering himself down with a rope. So some people trapped in their hotel rooms broke open their windows to get fresh air, although this allowed thicker smoke from outside to come in the rooms. Let me fold this. People below had to dodge shards of glass falling from the broken windows. Expansion of the MGM was underway at the time of the fire, and a construction worker used a scaffolding platform to lower guests to the ground after they had escaped through their hotel room windows. The Barbary Coast, that used to be across the street where Giada, what is it now? I don't know. Giada's, or I don't know, whatever that is. Across the street was set up as an evacuation center for guests. A total of 85 people were killed, 78 guests and 7 employees. 75 people died from smoke inhalation and carbon monoxide, 4 from smoke inhalation alone, 3 from burns and smoke inhalation, 1 from burns alone, 1 from myocarditis. I think we'll fold here. And 1 from massive skull trauma caused by a fall while attempting to escape the fire. While the fire primarily damaged the casino floor, approximately 64 deaths occurred on the upper levels of the hotel, mostly from levels 20 to 25, where the smoke concentration was the highest. 1 young couple died in their sleep. 2 refrigerator semi-trailers were set up as temporary morgues. The number of injuries was reported as being around 600 or more than 700. Approximately 35 firefighters sought medical care, and 15 of them were hospitalized for periods ranging from 1 day to 2 weeks. Between 200 and 300 firefighters also experienced dizziness, headaches, and rhinitis, I don't know, in the days after the fire, but did not seek medical attention. Okay, so what was the cause of this fire? And again, if you're just joining us, we're talking about back in the day, one of the biggest fires ever was at what's now the Horseshoe. So many people died. 85 people were killed. Most deaths by fire in a building fire before the World Trade Center, that's from what I heard. Many fire regulations came out of this. And if you pull up to the valet in the front, and you look at the ceiling and see the number of sprinkler heads, it's like an absurd number. So it's obvious that they were like, no, this shit is not going to happen again. The fire was confined to the casino and restaurant areas. The hotel was not equipped with a fire sprinkler system. The area with most fire prevention was in the money counting area, not in individual rooms or the casino floor. The county's fire chief had been concerned that such a fire could occur, as older hotels built prior to 1979 were not required to have certain fire safety features. Nevada Governor Robert List said, "You can't force people to bring hotels up to code that didn't exist when they were built." For years after its opening, the resort had declined orders to install a second fire hose in one of its showrooms. As of June 1980, only 20% of the fire safety violations discovered 2 months earlier by the inspectors had been corrected. The fire was caused by an electrical ground fault inside a wall electrical receptacle. A refrigerated pastry display case was added after the original construction of the hotel to one of its restaurants, known as the Deli. Unlike a modern display case, which would have been totally self-contained, compressor installed in the bottom of the display case, this unit functioned like a walk-in cooler or central air conditioning system, with a pair of copper refrigerator lines connecting its evaporator to a condensing unit located outside the building. When this setup was installed, the copper line set was run through the same wall soffit as a pre-existing electrical conduit and in physical contact with the conduit. The fan-forced evaporator unit in the display case was not properly secured and thus was able to vibrate constantly while in operation. These vibrations were carried along the copper refrigerant lines, causing the pipes to rub against the electrical conduit with the aluminum electrical conduit, causing the conduit to erode over time. Galvanic corrosion and vibration, as well as jagged edges and stretched wires resulting from poor workmanship during the installation, eventually resulted in the electrical wires inside the conduit missing chunks of their plastic insulation. Conduit was rendered ungrounded. There was no separate ground wire. Metal conduit itself was designed to function as the ground. So the disintegration of the conduit rendered the system ungrounded. These now bare electrical wires inside the ground unit, inside the ungrounded metal conduit, glowed red hot, began arcing, with which ignited the fire. The fire reportedly smoldered for hours until it found fresh oxygen and burst into a fireball that spread into the casino and was fed by other combustibles. So there you go. So that is it, my friends. thanks for joining us. About 120 so far. Appreciate you guys. We're on, let's see, a bunch of different platforms: Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. $35 bigs, 393 players left in this. We're just going to plan on winning it. 27 minutes of registration left in this. $56,000. We've been kind of on a steady climb, I'm sure, dollar-wise, but not big blind-wise. We're kind of not quite catching up as we were. But let's hope that changes. Just like we planned it. That was sarcasm, if you didn't notice. So going back on Monday for the final stretch. Like, I should have a few days off here and there over this next 2-week span. I think I'll be there the whole time. I don't know. We'll see. We pretty well have it figured out. 2024 WSOP. Check, check. Um, I mean, so he's asking, have I played for money on the WSOP site? Do you believe it to be a trustworthy site? It's regulated, so that's good. There's a lot of problems with the software. If the real question is, are there bots? You know, I don't know. There could be bots anywhere, you know, so that's just a reality. So, I mean, if you're online, you're taking your chances a little bit, but I mean, even in the casino, though, like you're taking your chances, right? So somebody could be cheating you in the casino. So who knows? We got the drone here. Here we go. These are crazy. 4K. Films in 4K just like no problem. Just amazing, the technology these days. I mean, with anything, don't play with money that you don't have to lose. So, that's a less than optimal flop. Okay. He really has it here. I got a little too much. I don't think he has it. I just don't buy it. I mean, I guess he could have flush. Jack of Hearts. Well, that's where all the jacks were. I didn't see the limp here. Although 8,000's a good bet here. 50,000. I don't think I can fold here. I think I can still rebuy. We'll see if I can't. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I should be able to. Re-entry. Oh wow, I'm pretty short. I'm gonna get the button though. I thought we started off with 20,000 in this. Jeez, it's a lot shorter than I thought. "16 minutes left in registration." They do something interesting in this, in that they only let you to have 2 re-entries, and you obviously have to have the final stage ticket to go along with that. No. Let's go. So yeah, I don't. I mean, I would play on WSOP. There's some. From what I heard, there is some software defects that they're dealing with, and there's some issues that way. But a lot of these software defects exist because they're forced to kind of use things that have already been approved before, like software. So it's like if it doesn't update, then and that is what it is. I'm gonna jam. Oh no, I don't want to call off here. All right, let's go for it. We'll see what happens. Six, 5, huh? Let's re-enter one more time. We'll go for a double up. So we're going to try to spin this back up. This is our final bullet here. You only get 2 rebuys. And realistically, kind of absurd, right? But we're going to go all in, even though any ace, right? All in. This guy's probably got like pocket kings. You could have ace three. That's a bad sign, guys. That is it. They get lucky on us, my friends. All right, that is it. We may stream later. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to catch up on a few things, and we'll see. Maybe later do some ACR. But make sure to tune in Hustler Casino Live just about 10 minutes from now. They're going to be live with a pretty big show. Buddy Christian Soto out there in the streets commentating. Neymar, and I don't know. Anyway, you're going to love it. Go ahead and watch that, and we will see you later. And if I don't see you before I get back to the World Series, if you're up there, make sure to stop by and say hi. DM me on Twitter, Software Brian, or tag me, either way. And we will see you out there.